Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's July 22nd, 2025. I'm out in the edge of the first food forest behind me here and pond 4 right here. Yesterday I was working over here on our little outdoor sitting area here that had basically I'd abandoned it for years. I put this in 15 years ago around the pond here after constructing this pond system, rebuilding it with marginal zones, part of the bioremediation system. But the trees had grown up in here, the vines had grown across here, our furniture had been completely engulfed in everything, and poison ivy, everything had been every place in here. And so I came through with the excavator and I pulled out a lot of the trees that were in the margins around the pond here so we can actually see over there. There's a lot more to be done here. Yesterday I fixed the hydrant that was leaking and did some cleaning up around here, and there's more to be done, and I still see some more poison ivy down there underneath that globosa there. But one of the things I think I'll do today is working underneath. So I did some pruning here a few days ago with some of these Shade Master thornless honey locusts here. And I did some pruning in the first food forest. There's a lot more to be done over there, a lot more. But one of the things I'll do today, I grabbed the Eagle pole saw there, and I got 2 fiberglass extensions. I'm going to do some pruning underneath this variegated tulip tree, this honey locust here. Got one limb that I hit here on my sassafras when I was coming through with Elon, and the other tulip there, and the honey locust there. Just going to do a little bit of pruning here, see how far I can get. I really have mowing to do and more earthwork stuff to do with the equipment, but I really don't want to be on the equipment because I'm expecting a shipment to come today. So I've got you know, the green machine with the forks on it ready to go and get the shipment when it does arrive. So I don't want to have too much noise so I hear it and there's no issues. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to do some pruning. I got my usual tools here to expand on pruning. There's no end to the list of things to do around here. I just want to get it a little more set to the way I had it back a few years ago. Just a little bit more enjoyable. Not that this isn't enjoyable. I love this place. Just want to die here. So, but I don't want it to be too soon. All right, enough of me jibber jabbering. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get something done.
We planted dreams beneath the sun, hundreds of trees, our work begun. Saplings small with hope they'd grow, steady and silent through seasons flow. Years rolled by, we turned away. Life got busy, we couldn't stay. The branches reached, the roots took hold. A forest born, both wild and bold. Oh, the creep of time, it slips on through. Things you don't see till they tower over you. Neglected limbs, too close, too frail. Now it's time to mend, to thin, to trail. Prune it back, let the light come in. Learn from the past, let the growth begin. I placed them wrong, too tight, too near. Crowded dreams in a tangled sphere. Some trees weak, disease crept in. Choices I made now wear me thin. The food forest hums, but it's overgrown. Neglects a debt that time has sown. With shears in hand, I face the task to clear the way, reclaim the past. Oh, the creep of time, it slips on through. Things you don't see till they tower over you. Neglected limbs, too close, too frail. Now it's time to mend, to thin, to trail. Prune it back, lips a lesson learned, every branch a page I've turned. The forest breathes, it still forgives, teaching me how to grow, to live, thinning out the weak and worn. A stronger world will be reborn. Oh, the creep of time, it slips on through things you don't see till they tower over you. Neglected limbs too close, too frail. Now it's time to mend, to thin, to trail. Prune it back, let the light come in. Learn from the past, let the growth begin. So here I stand with tools in hand, tending the trees across the land. The creep of time, it won't wait, but with care I'll set things straight. From roots to sky, I'll make it right. A forest thriving in the light. When the weight of the world's on my shoulders, feeling down, worn out, and growing older, like my strength's slipping, can't carry on. But deep inside, there's a fire that's strong. The road's been rough and the nights are long. Every step feels like it's going wrong, but I hear a voice, it's calling my name, saying the man within still fuels the flame. Oh, I'm gonna rise above, find the power in me. The man inside's got all I need to be free. No matter how hard, no matter the fight, I'll do what's right. Shine my light, even if I'm standing all alone. I'll make it happen, I'll carve my own. The world can't break what's built within. I'm gonna rise, and I'm gonna win. When the plans fall apart and the skies turn gray, when it feels like the world's pushing me away, I'm battered and bruised, but I won't give in, 'cause the strength I need comes from deep within. No one sees the battles I fight, the sleepless days, the endless nights, but I know my heart, I know my soul, the man inside's still in control. Oh, I'm gonna rise above, find the power in me. The man inside's got all I need to be free. No matter how hard, no matter the fight, I'll do what's right, I'll shine my light. Even if I'm standing all alone, I'll make it happen, I'll carve my own. The world can't break what's built within. I'm gonna rise, and I'm gonna win. It's never easy, no, it's never kind. The road's a maze, but I'll make it mine. No one knows the pain I bear, but I'll keep pushing through the air. With every scar, I grow more strong. The man within keeps me holding on. I'm gonna rise above, find the power in me. The man inside gonna rise. So when I'm down and I'm feeling low, I'll find the strength, let the fire grow. The man inside's got the heart to fight. I'll rise above and I'll make it right. 15 years ago, I carved a place by Pond 4, my quiet space. Under the locust where the wild grass grows, a spot to rest where the soft wind blows. The water's calm, reflects the sky. Built it with dreams, but time slipped by. By the edge of Pond 4 where the heart feels free, a piece of our homestead calling back to me. Through the dust and years I'll clear the way, find that peace again by Pond 4 today. The path's grown wild with weeds and stone, but this old spot still feels like home. I hear the frogs, their evening song, whispering memories all night long. A chair, a breeze, the world slows down in this small corner of our sacred ground. By the edge of Pond 4 where the heart feels free, a piece of our homestead calling back to me. Through the dust and years I'll clear the way, find that peace again by Pond 4 today. Life got busy, the years they flew, but this old spot's got a job to do. With every weed I pull, I see it clear. The simple joys are still right here. The water shines, the soul's at ease. Pond 4's calling with a gentle breeze. By the edge of Pond 4 where the heart feels free, a piece of our homestead calling back to me. Through the dust and years I'll clear the way, find that peace again by Pond 4 today. So here I'll sit as the sun sinks low, watch the ripples dance, let my worries go. The spot on the farm, it's where I'll stay, by Pond 4 where my heart's okay. Yeah, by Pond 4 where my heart's okay.
Well, it's the next day, and well, yesterday didn't go as perfectly as I would like it to have gone. I mean, things worked out okay ultimately, but I was very frustrated, as you may detect in the songs that are accompany this, the time-lapse video and all. But I was able to get some work done, so I got quite a bit of pruning done. I've still got to take care of all the piles of branches and all, but I got the, this is a variegated tulip here. Here we have over here first, I guess, another thornless honey locust, another tulip, another honey locust over there, and I'll go over there in just a minute. Didn't record video of all these and all, but this is a basswood or a linden, which really it had branches that were coming down and just sitting on top of the shingle roof here. I still have more to take off here. I should never have put this tree here. It's too close to the greenhouse. I wanted it for shade for the gazebo, which is overgrown. I've got to try and uncover this gazebo one of these days as well. And I pulled out some overgrown trees over in this section here, so I could actually get through this area. It was actually growing over, and this is quite a drop off down in here, down into Pond 5. So that's Pond 5. This is the leaky pond. And I brought Elon over as well. And I grabbed some of the trees that were growing up here along the margins here. I have different drain systems that come from the greenhouse here, and I also have geothermal loops down in here. So I wanted to keep all the trees from getting down and getting into things. There's the stone work that I put over in that side there to prevent runoff when it goes, when we get the heavy rains and it goes through our swale systems. Well, this thing here, it'll be a stream coming right around right where those trees are laying there. So I pulled those out with Elon. Pretty happy with that. And years ago, a couple of mistakes I've made over the years planting trees. So in 2003, we had a terrible ice storm here, and we lost hundreds of trees. And our beautiful area that's somewhat like it is here now with all the trees that you see, well, it was just, everything was wiped right out. And we were without power for, I think, 10 days. And that was one of those wake-up calls in my life that made me do some course corrections and all. And that's when I really started putting in the food forest. And this is the first food forest over here. And I'm someone, if you've watched the videos for a while, diversity is so important when you're trying to establish a natural ecosystem and all. And although it's a food forest, I still want it to be as natural as possible. So one of the things I ended up doing was I made a mistake of two mistakes. One, I planted so many trees too close together. Two, I also ordered trees and purchased trees that were dwarf and semi-dwarf for the root stock and all. And with wildlife being welcome into our food forests, the dwarf trees just don't stand a chance. They don't get big enough. They're really good for urban environments or people places where people have the wildlife fenced off. But they're here. We've got beaver here. We've got coyotes here. We got, you name it. We want the wildlife here. And so over time I've learned, well, only the larger semi-dwarf do I want to have, and I don't want any dwarf unless it's in a fenced-in area. The other thing I did do back then was I ordered some trees that were crosses between plums and apricots, or, you know, and so on, pluots, apriplums, all these different varieties, because I thought, wow, these would be some cool things to have as well. And I ordered these from a pretty reputable nursery, but they all ended up getting brown rot, all of these trees. And we don't use chemicals here. So I pruned them, I removed the debris, and for the most part things work out pretty well, but these trees have been a plague with the brown rot, and that can create more problems with the other trees that we have here on the property. So I've been taking those out bit by bit, and so yesterday I took some more out. So that's one of those apriplums there. So just going through now and taking some of these buggers right out of here and doing pruning. This is one of the trees the deer had knocked over or pulled over. I straightened that one up yesterday. And these are more that I dug out because they still have some brown rot. I've had these for years. I have a couple more to pull out over there, but that's what I'm doing. And doing other pruning as well. This is one of the magnolias I pruned. This is where I pulled out one of the trees right there. Any of these ones. And this is one of the plums. This is one of their special variety plums, but this one still has the brown rot in it. So I decided, yank it out. Let's get it out of here. I'll get these buried down and back, like in the hugelkultur pit that I dug the other day. I'll put one right alongside of it and get all of these materials in there. Get them buried so we don't have to worry about them. So it was a bit of a frustrating day yesterday, and so when I created the songs that accompany the video, now you understand some of it as well. So that's it for today's video, folks, or yesterday's video for that matter. I've got lots of work to do around here and some challenges to deal with. And my dear friends are still here, less than 100 feet away, and I'm sure you can't see. But there's one of my dear friends right there under the apples. They're here with me all the time. And this one here, she just hangs out with me, seems like all day long. So anyways, that's it for today's video, folks. I really appreciate you folks watching and all. We got lots of interesting content coming up here with new equipment, more activities in the food forest, more trying to save places so we can go and sit down and relax, and so on and so forth. Anyways, I hope you folks stay safe, take care, and enjoy life. Learn from some of my mistakes. Anyways, take care now. Bye-bye.